Time to look at this section. I was thinking about doing retaining walls, but to be honest, with the curves, I thought that's going to be a little difficult. So I changed my mind and thought, let's do some scenics. So here we go. First thing to start with, using the hot wire cutter to make the shape that I want for the wall. As normal, just taken some polystyrene cuttings, and what I had done first is glue them, weigh them down, so they end up being one sort of pretty much solid piece of polystyrene. Following that, it's time for plaster cloth. Sections cut and applied with water, and doing that all the way around, also creating the edge. You can see I have that gap to the side of my track in the plaster, and this is the opportunity to fill it in. Similar with the front, what we'll end up with is just one complete section of what looks like plaster cloth on top of polystyrene. Filling in the edges like that also helps with the ballasting along the track, stops it falling down, and this can all be tidied up as we go. Hopefully you know by now I'm not the neatest of modelers, but hey, I do my best. If you look closely, you can see I've added some of the rock molds that I made, and I put them in to the side of the wall there with plaster cloth around. Now it's a question of adding good old burnt umber as a base coat. Oh, what I should also say is I added some sculptor mold in. I forgot about that, didn't bother filming it, but there's sculptor mold on top, then the rocks added, and then burnt umber goes in all the way along. This is the fun bit. Let's stick on some PVA glue all the way around, all around the rocks, all along the side. Let that bond for a little bit, let it get more tacky. And then it's time to start sprinkling. So I've got a couple I'm using here. One is a sort of an earth blend and one is a mixed blend, just to give different layers. And then you'll see the first one goes on, built up a bit more colour. Now, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? I don't know. But ultimately, I don't care. I'm enjoying it. Then moving on to the back section, exactly the same. PVA glue, sprinkle on my different layers of grass to build up different colour effects, which I think works for me. I like it. Third brown and a bit of lighter bit there, and there we go. That's the end of part one, making the hillside, plaster cloth, sculptor mould, painting it, putting some grass on. Next time the focus is tidying it up and of course putting ballast in and really finishing the whole thing. So see you next time.